G'day viewers, it's the end of another week, which means it's time for a totally fucked up Friday video. Fucked up stories from around the world. Starting in Australia, Australia's on fire! All of it! Look at this graphic provided by trusted news source, NBC in the US. Look at fire! It's over the entire country! No, it isn't. This is what you would call not even close to being accurate. Now, west of Sydney, very bad fires, appalling fires, lots of property destruction, and unfortunately some loss of life as well. Bad in and of itself. What's worrying people in particular is it's not even summer yet. It's spring, and normally our worst bushfire season is at the end of summer, around February, March, because we've had our hot, dry summer, drying out everything that's grown after the spring rain, lots and lots of fuel for bushfires, and then we get bad bushfires in that sort of first to second quarter of the year. To actually get fires this extreme, this early in potential bushfire season is worrying a lot of people for very good reason. When you look at the statistics for the last 10, 20 years, the incidence of extreme bushfires is getting much, much worse. Hopefully it won't get worse this bushfire season, but I don't think anyone believes that. Incidentally, when these things come up, if you see them, whether you're Australian or overseas, and think, oh, what can I do to help? Just go to one of the big charities that support people, like Red Cross, for instance. Don't sort of go and track down individuals who say they're going to raise money or do this or the other. Maybe they're dodgy, maybe they're not. Make life simple. If you see a big thing, someone like the Red Cross is worldwide. If you don't like the Red Cross, find another reputable international organisation and donate there, because shit like this is just going to keep happening. Even if NBC was wrong this time, I worry that at some point that map is actually going to be accurate for Australia. In the meantime, NBC, a bit of free advice. I would drug test your graphics department, because that looks to me like some guy's just gone, put the fire, oh, that looks so cool. Oh, it looks good over. This is the best thing ever. Just a bit of free advice right there. A different country for each of the stories I'm talking about today, and this one's from the US, from the state of Wisconsin. A lot of states in the US are pushing quite aggressive abortion restriction and flat-out anti-abortion laws. And what bugs me is because repeatedly when challenges have gone to the High Court, ever since Roe versus Wade, High Court has said it's not constitutional to actually ban a woman from getting an abortion. So the fucking weasels who are against abortion, against a woman's right to choose that option, they do all this roundabout stuff. And a really common one, they start calling fetal personhood. A fetus is a person, even if it's not viable outside the womb. Yeah, it's a person. And they tend to couch this in terms of, if someone violently assaults or murders a pregnant woman, or a drunk driver hits them, which results in miscarriage, they can charge the miscreant with murder because the fetus is a person. And that's a fucking lie. That is not their motivation. Their motivation is to deny women the right to choose what they do with their own bodies. Look, if you oppose abortion and a woman's right to choose that option, we disagree. It's as simple as that. And I'm happy to leave it at that. But if you come up with this bullshit like fetal personhood, oh, I'm going to ban this, I'm going to ban that, you're a fucking lying, hypocritical piece of shit. If you just can't come out and say what you're doing, you're a fucking weasel shit-breath loser who doesn't fucking deserve anyone to listen to them. So fuck you. Like in Wisconsin this week, there was a story reported of a woman, this woman had no intention of seeking an abortion. She was just getting a checkup. And the person checking her up said, any issues or problems? And she said, oh, I did have a painkiller addiction. I think it was Percocet, but I had treatment. I've managed to get this drug that's used to treat Percocet addiction. And they said, oh, you should go to a doctor. And she said, I don't want to. Then they sent a social worker around to her house saying, you should talk to a doctor about that. She said, I don't want to. I got it under control. And the next time, cops came to her house and arrested her. Someone has decided she's threatening the life of the fetus, even though she'd actually had a drug screen and showed up nothing apart from this one drug, which is used to treat the Percocet addiction. The examination didn't reveal any danger, but the cops come up. They take her for a court hearing, and she goes to jail. Pregnant lady in jail, shows up at court, handcuffs and leg shackles, because of this ridiculous fucking fetal personhood bullshit. So yeah, this is creepy, awful, awful laws. There's also two things about that bug me beyond the restriction of choice. My fundamental opposition is these laws are about nothing but restricting choice. But beyond that, there's two. The people who push these are almost invariably the same people who have some other ridiculous idea about government out of my life, you know, with guns or something else. No, you can't restrict me at all. Oh, but that woman there wanting to make a choice just about her own body, not about a gun that could kill dozens of fucking people, just herself. No, we've got to make sure she doesn't have that freedom. These people are fucking lying hypocrites, and it shits me so much. The second, again, because this is being pushed in the US primarily by the conservative fundamentalist Christian right and the politicians who promote those causes, and they say, oh, it's not about rights. I just want to say to these people each time, because these are the same people who have some rabid, paranoid bullshit theories about every Muslim in the world's after them personally. I just go, okay, just flip this and say, if a Muslim pushed this and said, because it's against the Quran, and they want to control what women can do because it's in the Quran, how would you react then? And you say, that's different. That's because you're a fucking hypocrite and I fucking hate you. Oh, these people shit me so much. I'm going to go somewhere a bit lighter to round up. This is in the UK. Now, what I love about this story is a lot of women are going to go, what? Why would he do that? And the guy's going, no, he had a plan. It's all okay. Couple planning to get married. It's the dream day. The bride has said, let's get it in this town hall. Beautiful old building. And the guy goes, yeah, I'll book it. We'll get married. It'll be the magicest day ever. And so his job is to book the hall, which he fucked up. Okay? I'm not sure at what point he realized he hadn't booked the hall and couldn't get it for the wedding day. But he didn't tell anyone. At this point, women are going, why didn't he? Because he had a plan, okay? He could cover. He didn't want to upset her and make her think he was a loser. He was going to deal with it, okay? He's a dude. Let him deal with it. So it comes to wedding day and he still hasn't dealt with it. So what does he do? He calls in a bomb threat on the building. And just to rub salt in the wound, this was only a couple of days after the Boston Marathon bombing. So people were a bit twitchy about bombs at this point. So he's called in a bomb threat. Yes, the town hall. There's a bomb in there. Everyone has to get out. It's going to blow up now. And everyone panics, shits themselves. Yeah, no bomb. And the wedding doesn't happen because they can't go in. And the bride's out there crying. And he's going, oh, it'll be okay. We'll get married somewhere else. And apparently even a member of her family said, what the fuck are you acting so calm about? I wouldn't be surprised if you actually called in the bomb hoax. And he thinks, me? Why would you think that? Look at my phone. There's no records on my phone. Because he's cunning. He didn't use his own home phone or mobile phone. No, he went to a public telephone box and made the call from there. Which I assume was just next to his house because in extremely short order, the cops have called him in for questioning and going, so you actually weren't booked to be married there, but everyone thinks you were. And a bomb hoax was called in from a phone box just down the road from your house. Anything you want to tell us about that? And so he's convicted. And this is the bit that blows my mind. He's actually got 12 months jail for calling in this bomb hoax. And according to the reports, his fiancée is going to stick by him. I don't know if they managed to get married or if they're still fiancés. She hasn't given up on him. It's true love and all that. And it's just like, this is like a classic BBC sitcom being set up. For the rest of their life, this guy will never organise anything he's supposed to organise, and he will never admit to it, and he'll always come up with some insane Basil Fawlty style covering face and refusing to admit what you've fucked up. I mean, get on it. If someone's not already writing this sitcom, someone should be. It's just absolutely made. And I'm sure after this guy gets out of jail, in 12 months, he'll help you with some scripts because I think he'll be looking for a job. And as for women who want to know, why would he do that? Because that's just what blokes do.